Yeah, Jordan's definitely taking the next step in terms of his leadership, and it really starts with him attacking the offseason. In the spring, I think, he was working to get back healthy as well, and so it was a little bit of a mental approach. And then at the same time, he's taking a lot of those young guys under his wing, Elijah Gilliam, Malik Sherrod, and he's trying to help those guys develop even more.
So you had, the duo of Rivers and Mims for so long, and now you have to find someone to kind of step up into that tandem. So who's looking like they can make that jump?
Yeah, I think it's by situation and by what we're trying to do in terms of our offense, and we're trying to figure out all those guys' strengths and weaknesses right now. I think Simi Bakari had a great run there down in the red zone. Malik Sherrod's done a good job. Elijah Gilliam. So all three of those guys have really, I think, taken another step within their game.
You've actually got to see Jordan through his whole career. How has he developed as a player?
First, I would say he's filled out a little bit more, right, in terms of his development with Coach Ford in the weight room. He's got another step right now, and he has really mastered the offense in terms of the protections and the run game, and his hand-eye coordination, that's really been with him since he started, but he's a really good receiver out of the backfield.
What are you looking for out of James Montgomery to bring to the position group?
James brings a lot of juice, a lot of good experience. He's played the game at the Pac-12 level and done it really well. So he's got really good relationships with those guys. He's got some good ideas within the run game and protections, and he's been awesome to work with every day.
How has Jordan Mims' leadership developed?
He's been doing a great job. He takes the young guys under his wing. He's been real vocal in the meetings, and he's just been a really good leader. Pass protection-wise, he's been keeping the guys later in meetings, going through things like that, and then really helping them, keying up and anticipating runs. So I'm really happy with where he's at right now.
How would you describe his style as a running back and what he brings to the offense?
Well, he does everything pretty much really well. He's a good pass protector. He can catch the ball out of the backfield, and he runs the ball really well. But I'd say he's a pretty complete back.
So the last 4 years, they had Mims and Rivers, and now you kind of have to find someone else to step into that second spot. Who's looking like they're going to be able to make the strides to be in that second spot?
I think it's still a little bit early. Malik Sherrod, he's shown some good things these first couple of days of camp. Elijah Gilliam's flashed, and then the young guys, Ryan, Caden, and Justin, they're doing a pretty good job and working hard. But I'd say Malik, he's been doing a really good job because he's been taking some 1 reps.
I think we're coming along, very well. Every day we're installing, stuff new. A lot of our stuff, obviously, it's been set in stone, but it's good to throw new stuff in, and everybody's learning and developing.
How do you think you've developed as a leader this offseason?
Pretty well. Coming in as a freshman and having a big role to start and play, I kind of caught up, quick in the, the leading sense, I guess. So. It's been good. I've been helping the younger guys out on whatever they need during practice or after or even before.
What have you added to your game?
Probably just, gain some more, a little bit of weight to add for that power and, that explosiveness. So I'd probably say that.
Going back to your freshman year, you weren't like the typical freshman. You got a lot of carries, you got a lot of catches, and so working with these freshman running backs now, there's a couple of them. What do you tell them from your experience, which was different from what theirs is going to be?
For sure.
For what they should expect in their first year?
Obviously, be patient. Everybody's situation is, a little different. I had the opportunity, to come in and play right away, but, stay down and, keep your, be ready, I guess.
You talked about Tedford before, right? He recruited you. He was part of his first recruiting class all the way back in 2016 and 2017 was your first year, right? So that relationship with Tedford was built early.
For sure.
When he came back, how was that rekindled?
It felt good, I got the text, I was talking to, Quinn or whatnot, but it felt good when I found out, he got the job just because, he's recruited me and, he's trusted me, from the beginning. So it was good to have him come back and, finish where he left off.
One of the players that tweeted out the bulldog emoji? The teddy bear emoji, I think it was.
Yeah, I was one of those players that kind of was involved in, some of that, so yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like a slow roll that I saw a lot of players
For sure.
tweet those things out.
Yeah.
What's been the focus of your team in the past week or so during practice, and how do you feel like you guys are making progress?
Just execution. We have those situations at the end, and it's like game-like situations. It's a little bit live wearing pass today, but just getting those those execution plays and those last play drives type of gameplay really.
Would you say you're at the healthiest you've ever been in your college career right now?
Yeah, I'll say so. Yes, I think so.
And why do you think that?
Just because I obviously overcame a lot, and I worked harder than what I did when I came in, you know, to prevent the injury. So just staying on top of that and making sure my body feels good.
How important has Andy Ward been in terms of your development and your growth, strength-wise?
Pretty good. You know, he's helped me with some of my rehab in the training room, and he cares a lot about, you know, helping me be a better person and, you know, running back. So I can't thank him enough.
Awesome.
So it was the Rivers and Mims show for kind of, you know, the last 4 years. So who do you see in your position group that's showing like they can step into that number 2 spot?
I don't know. It's still, you know, kind of hard. We got bigs coming back, you know, today or whatnot. You know, Leak is doing his thing still. Semi, you know, is a new guy. He's learning his playbook. And we still, you know, Elijah is still learning and, you know, getting a lot of reps too. So I don't know. It's really coach's call, so we're going to really see.
Talk about Simi learning the playbook. What has he shown you physicality-wise and going through the drills and maybe participating in some team drills that has you confident you could step in and contribute this season?
Yeah, today, you know, he was those last few periods. He ran the ball hard. You know, he dipped his shoulder, so he's very aggressive. And you know, when he sees the hole, he hits it, you know, full speed and with his shoulders down.
And Malik, you mentioned him also by name. How's Malik grown from last year to this year? Last year he was in the running for number 3 back. Now he's in the running for number 2 back.
For sure. Malik is doing his thing. He's learning and he's growing. So it's good to see him, you know, execute the plays and stuff at a high level. And yeah.
I think that's it. Thanks for
Thank you.